Hello all, welcome to EC Electronics. This is a video on ISRO-Technical Assistant Exam Preparation, and we are going to see the questions which have been asked in the 2016 Technical Assistant Examination. Okay, so let us see what are the questions. So in the question it is been asked that out of which topology each node is connected to each other node by direct links. That is, there should be a connection between all the nodes by direct links. So in which of this topology is such a connection existing? So this is a question from networks, that is computer networks. So there are a lot of connections in which we can connect the networks together. So what is the first topology? That is a ring topology. In ring topology, how the systems or computers or networks is connected, I'll show you. That is, it is a ring type structure. So it is connecting of the systems like this. So if the topology is like this, then it is called a ring topology. That is, it will look like a ring. Now in the tree topology, there will be a parent node, there are child nodes. It will look like a tree. So this is a parent node, there are branches, there are subtrees. Likewise, it will go. So for a mesh topology, if there are 5 nodes, means 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, and there is connection with all the adjacent nodes and also with these nodes and here and here. Okay, so that is how a mesh topology is like. Okay, so there is connection with all the other nodes. Now let us see what is a star topology. So in a star topology, like a star, there is a center node and there are nodes to which this center node is connected, like a star network or just like a star. So this is how a star topology will look like. Now let us examine in which of these topologies all the nodes are connected with each others using direct links. So in ring topology, is there connection between these two nodes? No, right? So that is not the correct answer for your question, because there is no direct connection between all the nodes. And in tree topology, this is a super node, this is a child node. Is there any direct connection between them? No, right? There is an intermediate node. So this is also not your correct answer, or also this is your wrong option. Option B is your wrong option. Now let us see the case of star topology. Here also there is no connection between these end nodes, right? So there is no direct link between them. So it is also a wrong option. Now the correct answer is your C, which is mesh topology. In mesh topology, if you see, there is connection between these nodes and also this node is connected to all other nodes. See, connected to this node, this node, this node and also this node. Similarly, all the nodes in the network or in the topology are connected to one another by direct links. So such a connection is called a mesh connection or a mesh topology, and your correct answer is option C. Now let us see what is the next question. So in the question it is given that the diameter is D and the length is L. Okay, so the equation to find the resistance is R is equal to rho into L by A, where A is the area and it is given by A equal to pi R square for a circular conductor. The area is pi R square, right? And also we know that the relation of radius R with diameter is equal to R is equal to D by 2, where R is the radius of the conductor and D is the diameter. Okay, now we can substitute the value of R as D by 2 in the equation and we'll get D by 2 the whole square, that is equal to D square by 4, right? So this is the equation to find the resistance of a conductor of length L and diameter D distance. Now what are they doing? They are reducing the diameter as, the new diameter is d by 2 and the length is increased as 2l, right? So if the L is increased as 2L and d by 2, the diameter is reduced as d by 2, then how will this resistor value or resistance value will get affected? So R nu is equal to, how will we can write it as R nu? R nu is equal to, resistivity is the same, into 2L by pi d by 2 the whole square by 4. This R nu, I'll write it here, R nu can be written as R nu equal to rho into 2L by pi into d square by 4 into 4 you can write. Okay, that is d 2 square is 4 and d square. So d square by 4 into 4 you will get. Take this 4 to the numerator. So you can write it as rho into L by pi into d square by 4. There is a 2 here. So 2 into 4. So this is 2 into 4 is 8. Okay. So look at this term. This is your R itself. Right. R is rho L by pi square. Sorry, pi into d square by 4. That is R is equal to rho L by pi d square by 4. So this is your R. Right. So how can you write R nu? R nu is equal to R into 8, or simply you can write it as 8 R ohms. So this is the relationship of your R nu with your R. Now R nu is obtained by increasing your length as 2L and reducing the diameter of the conductor by d by 2. Now if you do this, that is if you increase the length by 2 times and reduce the diameter by half, then the resistance is affected like this. The new resistance will be 8 times that of your original value or your previous value. Correct answer for this question is option D, 8 R ohms. Now let us see what is the next question. General structure is like, there is a CPU, there is 2 buses, that is data bus and address bus, and the CPU is taking control of these 2 buses, and there is a memory. This is your memory, and the CPU is controlling your memory. Okay. And if a DMA is being used, means the DMA will take over this 2 buses and take the control of the read and write cycles from the memory. That is, the data is been read and also the data is written to the memory without the intervention of this CPU. So they are being asked that what is the other name of this DMA utilization called? It is actually called cycle stealing. That is, if we are using DMA for memory transactions, then it is called as cycle stealing. That is, here we are actually stealing the cycle, that is memory read and write cycles from the CPU. It is owned by the CPU. But here what they are doing, that is what the DMA is doing is, it is stealing the read and write cycles, and hence this DMA action or the operation is called cycle stealing. So the options given are CPU cheating, no, cycle stealing, option C, CPU stealing, option D, none. So you should be aware of this name. It is called cycle stealing by DMA. Okay. So let's see what is the next question. So in the question, it has been asked that what is the range of frequencies used for satellite communication. So the options given are 1 kilohertz to 100 kilohertz, B 100 kilohertz to 1 megahertz, option C 10 megahertz to 30 megahertz, and D 1 gigahertz to 30 gigahertz. The correct answer for this question is 1 gigahertz to 30 gigahertz. And also here I have written the various bands in the satellite communication. In each of these bands, and it is dedicated for each various purposes in satellite communication. Some bands are dedicated for television broadcasting, some is for weather forecasting. Likewise, Anyway, the frequency range of each of these bands are like this. For the L band, it is 1 to 2 gigahertz. S band, it is 2 to 4 gigahertz. C band, it is 4 to 8 gigahertz. And X band, it is 8 to 12 gigahertz. KU band, 12 to 18 gigahertz. K band, 18 to 27 gigahertz. And KA band, it is 27 to 40 gigahertz. Even though it is given till 40 gigahertz, we generally say that the satellite communication is possible from 1 gigahertz to 30 gigahertz. And these are the various bands. That is 7 bands are there. So these are the 7 bands which is used for satellite communication. Now why I have written these bands is that in some exams they will be asking what is the frequency range of L band or what is the frequency range for KU band. Likewise they will be asking. So they will be asking the definite questions, they will be asking like the frequency range of a particular band they will be asking. So if they are asking like that, you should be able to answer it. So these are the various frequency ranges, and the frequency range of satellite communication is from 1 gigahertz to 30 gigahertz. Okay, so the correct answer for this question is option D, which is 1 gigahertz to 30 gigahertz. So in the question they are asking whether the fetch operation or the fetch cycle is which part of your instruction cycle, whether it is a first part, second part, intermediate part or auxiliary part. Now if you go for the cycles, various cycle of your instruction processing, it is given like the first one is fetch, second one is decode, and third one is execute. So this is a simple explanation of your instruction cycle. Now if you go for a detailed explanation, it is like this. First one is fetching of instructions. Second one is decoding of instructions. Then third one is evaluating of address. Now fourth one is fetching of operands from memory. Now fifth one is execution of your instruction, that is ALU operation execution. Now sixth one is storing of result. So this is a detailed steps or detailed cycles of your instruction cycle. That is fetching of instruction, then decoding of instruction, then evaluating the address of this address which is specified in the instruction. Now fetching of operands for that particular instruction processing, then execution of that instruction, and finally storing the result. So in both the cases or in general, the instruction cycle will be starting with what cycle? It is with the fetch cycle. So the answer for this question is the first part of your instruction. So while processing any instruction, the first part is the fetch cycle. So fetch cycle is the first part of the instruction, and the correct answer for this question is option A. So these are the questions which I have included in this video. I really hope that this video was useful for your preparation for ISRO-Technical Assistant Examination. I've been receiving a lot of requests to do the previous year questions on the Technical Assistant exam preparation. That is the questions which have been asked in the previous years. So I have created a separate playlist for the same. There's a lot of videos included in the playlist, and in which we are discussing the previous year questions which have been asked in the ISRO-Technical Assistant exam. And if anybody is not aware of this, please do share this video and the link of the playlist with your friends who's also preparing for the same post. And I wish you all a best of luck for the exam. And if you like the video, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up and also share with all your friends. And please do subscribe to the channel for more videos.